Hello, how are you? Welcome back to the Angelique Superachievers Show. Yes, we are streaming live. Welcome back to the Angelique Superachievers Show, where we turn life blues into inspirations. We turn life blues into inspirations. Life blues because life is full of low moments. And today I will just jump into a topic. Today's topic is all about inner peace. If you are that person who has been asking me, how do you manage to smile all the time? Probably a friend, and we are sharing maybe something about life and what we are going through. And you realize that I'm going through more than you are going through. And I seem to look, I don't know, happier, and I seem to be having everything all together. It's not because things are not happening or because I'm blind into what is going on, but it is a choice of remaining happy and being able to cultivate inner peace in my heart. You know, from my gut, I know that I'm happy despite what is happening around me, despite how many people step on my toes, despite how many mistakes I make, despite whatever it is that I go through. So how do I manage to cultivate inner peace? Number one, I always give in points. I always, like talking in point form. I think for you to be able to memorize or to grasp all this. And my number one point is that you need to create some level of emotional stability, emotional enlightenment. When you're enlightened about your emotions, you become free. You're free because you know that your emotions don't have to always win. You have a mind that can be able to decide what you feel, and what you feel gives a result of what we do. So encouraging what you feel, or rather maybe I can say choosing to define what you feel in a certain way. I always give this example of if somebody steps on your toe, I come and meet you and I just give you a slap. You have a choice to decide, I'm insane, that's why I did that. Or you have a choice to decide that you have a problem, and that's why I did that. So depending on who you are and how you look at your own emotions, then that is what is going to determine what goes on in your mind and the choice that you're going to make after that. So if you choose that you have a problem, you might start now feeling that deep down your heart, you have a problem. There's something coming short in you. There's something wrong with you. And when you see that in yourself, then you start sabotaging who you're supposed to be. Or rather, now you can choose differently and choose to see that the problem is me. So it has nothing to do with you. So you let whatever is external stay external. It doesn't have to have anything like on you. It doesn't have to have anything to do with you. So you can choose that I am the one with a problem, and that's why I did what I did to you. And now you start moving forward. Of course, it's good to always analyze ourselves and take stock of ourselves, and always try to see what we are doing, how we are living our lives, taking stock of our own selves, our own self-awareness, and what we are thinking and what we are doing, and see whether this, it's good also to take feedback. But most of the times, the noise that comes out there has nothing to do with us, most of the times. So it is your responsibility to choose to feel better, Just choose to feel good no matter what is going on in your life, however broke you are. Currently in Kenya, everyone is talking about, how money has become a scarce commodity. But we can have a choice to, we can choose not to be controlled by that. And instead, we choose what we are supposed to be doing next and next and next. And that way you will realize that nothing stops you from feeling good. Nothing stops you from, interpreting things your own way, in your way that suits you, in what works for you, because there's only one you. There will never be another you, and you're the only one who is responsible for yourself. So whatever happens outside you should not really control you. Many times we feel bad because we let things, we actually feel bad because we choose things that are happening outside us to be in control. It's your responsibility to take control of what is happening in you, because you may not have so much control of what is happening outside you. So what are some of the three key, what are some of the key, the keys to emotional stability? That key, that thing that you can use to help you become a little bit more stable emotionally. I'll give you 3 points again. That is under number one, which is creating your emotional balance, or your emotional enlightenment, or your emotional freedom, the freedom to choose what you feel. And the first key I'm going to give you is that apply the 5-minute rule. The 5-minute rule. It is a challenge, but I have seen it work for me. Choosing that it's not going to take me more than 5 minutes feeling bad about something that somebody has said. Sometimes, of course, I forget because I'm still learning this rule, but it is doable. No matter what somebody says, because I know there are repercussions, yes, of something that has happened, an event has happened. Some of these things might take longer. Something like maybe an accident has happened, and it wasn't your fault, and you're suffering from it, and but you have the choice to choose: do I continue feeling bad and nursing myself, my pain, with that anger, or do I choose to let it go? So the 5-minute rule, 5-minute rule. So choose not to stay angry for more than 5 minutes. I'm not saying that you cannot get angry. We will get angry. We always do. Everyone does. But choose, when you give yourself that 5 minutes, you know that when you realize that, even if it's after 5 minutes, when you realize that it's gone beyond 5 minutes, then you start now, bringing yourself back again, and you hold yourself back together and you move on. You smile at it and start asking yourself, what can I do after this? What's my next process? Number two is that you need to realize that you can't change it. It's already happened. So accept it, process it, and move on. Accept that, or realize that it has already happened. It's in the past. Whether 5 minutes, whether 2 minutes, whether 1 minute, it's already happened. Whether a year or whatever it is that happened and it's still making you feel bad, realize that it happened already. So you can't change it. And continuing to feel bad about it is not helping you, because now you're supposed to be in the process of healing, in the process of processing it, accepting it, and saying that it's already happened. So what can I do after this? So you start now changing the attitude towards whatever the act. Start changing the attitude to an attitude that suits you. you've had that attitude is everything. Attitude is what is going to make you, choose, now make that choice. The attitude you have on yourself, the attitude you have on life, on everything around you, is what is going to help you now to start choosing, do I go on with this, or do I let it go? So yeah, start now accepting. Number 3 is that you need to visualize yourself being a better person, being happier, being past that event, past that emotion. Start visualizing yourself that, because when you visualize, it's like you are accepting life before it happens. Visualization is accepting life before it happens, accepting something before it happens, accepting that I will be happy before it happens, accepting that if you're single, I will get married to the kind of guy that I want, or the woman that I'm looking for, before it happens. And start visualizing that moment, the moment that you'll be together, the moment that you'll have the job that you're looking for. I have used it in my life. I've seen my clients use it in their lives, and I have seen success in visualizing. Visualizing is like, it helps you to build your faith. Of course, when you're living life, you have to live with prayer. You have to live knowing that there's a God, or there's a supernatural or super power above you. There's the one that makes things happen, the forces that bring things together and make things work for us. So with that, then you know that you're not alone. So it's going to happen. So you have to believe, you build your faith, and visualizing helps you to build that faith. So you must, first of all, realize that you don't have to stay angry. So apply the 5-minute rule. Number 2 is to accept the process, accept it happened, accept that there's nothing you can do about it. Acceptance is the foundation to emotional freedom. Acceptance is your foundation to emotional freedom. So now build your emotions that way. Number 2, and creating or cultivating inner peace, is you need to optimize your morning rituals. Optimize your morning ritual. In the morning, what do you do? The first thing, you wake up. When I wake up when I maintain my morning ritual, and I'm not saying that I don't sleep. Sometimes, of course, I will do something. I will have a routine, maybe for some months, and then I come and one day maybe I go for a holiday, or I change environments and I slug. And that day I say, oh, let me sleep longer because I'm on holiday, and somehow I don't do it the following day, and then some time goes by and I haven't done it, and I realize that I'm getting lost from my morning ritual. So I've realized that it can happen, yes, but it's good to have that morning ritual that you know that you can always go back to. If you can do it every day of your life, the better for you, the better, the best, that's the best. It's good to have it as a habit. So what do you do the first thing you wake up in the morning? For me, first thing I wake up in the morning is I get out of bed, sit up and get out of bed. Because if I don't, I will snooze, I will sleep. Because I usually sleep very heavy. I have a good sleep routine. And when by morning, that's the time, you just want to continue sleeping. You feel good because your body has been relaxed all through. So in the morning, you just don't want to rise up. But I've realized that if I do that, if I snooze, then it doesn't work for me. So the first thing I do is there's something called the 5-second rule. 5-second rule, where you count 5 to 1. So when you're saying 1, you know that it's time to jump out. So your alarm rings, you stop your alarm, then you count 5 through 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then that's the time you get up. It's like when somebody is starting a race, they count 3, 2, then the bell rings, and then they start running. So it's up to you to have, you know, a morning routine. After getting up, the first thing I do is I brush my teeth and wash my face, because if I don't, I will still continue feeling sleepy, and I will not even finish my prayer. So I get up, go to the bathroom, of course, ease myself, and brush my teeth and wash my face with cold water. When you wash with cold water, it's like your body adjusts immediately and tells you that you're now on a different environment, or a different place now, of you know, a different time that you need to do something. So I wake up. That makes me really wake up completely. So I sit on my desk with a glass of warm water, and I read my Bible, I pray, then I get into my exercise routine. Sometimes, most of the times, I don't exercise heavy. I just do simple stretches and simple exercises for my mindset, because I haven't gotten a good exercise routine. But I'm not saying when you're not able to get out and go out to exercise, don't do something. It's good to have something. Do stretches, do just simple waist training and all that. Then that will help you to even now begin the day in a good way, because you began the day with yourself, investing in yourself. And then after that, what I do is I read a book, or I listen to an audio book. Sometimes I listen to the audio book when I'm exercising. Sometimes I don't listen to an audio book. I don't read. Sometimes I just listen to some morning motivation, some preaching, some gospel music, something to get my mood up. And once I do that, then now I can get into my diary and look at my day's routine, my day's plan, what I'm planning to do for the day. Then after that, now it's my day. Now my morning is over. It's up to me now to get into my work. So optimize your morning routine. Make it work for you. Do what works for you, what feels comfortable for you. You don't have to copy anyone. You can try this, maybe something this week. If it doesn't work, then you can try another one another time. So it's good to always have that morning routine. Number 3 is that you need to create balance in every single area of your life. Create balance, you know, have harmony in everything that you do. Have whatever you do for your mindset, whatever you do for your health, whatever you do for work, whatever you do for whatever it is that you're doing, have some balance, have uniformity. Let everything be taken care of. Don't just do one thing and the others are lagging behind. Look at your diet, look at your skin, look at the way you take water, look at the way you pray, look at even the way you listen to the word of God, and how the voice of God, the voice of God sounds for you, how it comes to you. You know, create some kind of balance, some kind of circumstances that make you feel better, and that way you realize that you are becoming a master of your inner peace. So it is possible to cultivate inner peace. It is possible to stay happy regardless of what is going on. I once went on TV, and that day's topic was about, I was turning 41 and I was still single. So I said the topic was 41 and still single. No, 41, single and happy, yes. And people were asking questions. How can she be happy and she's not married? Blah blah. You know, she's not single. She's single. She's alone. Well, I think happiness is very individualized. It's unique, and I think next week I'm actually going to talk about my age and where I am at my life and how I've managed, or how I managed to cultivate happiness even as a single person. Thank you for watching. Today's video was a little bit longer, but I'm sure you'll pick something good from the lengthy talk. And please, if you haven't subscribed into my YouTube channel, I'm going to share a link down there below so that you can subscribe. Let us grow together. And I'm your sister in personal development. Healing and transformation is my thing. So let us grow together. Let us continue serving and cultivating inner peace. It's your responsibility, it's my responsibility. No one will ever come and do it for you. And that's why for me, it has to be, it's very important for me to stay happy and smiley. And yeah, just thank you for being here with me, and see you again next week on Monday. I will try to bring it earlier than today and last week, because it's because of the routine the things that I had planned for the day. But yeah, I will replan and bring it earlier so that you can have more audience and you can leave your comments on the Facebook, and then we discuss as we go along. Thank you so much, and see you again next week. Bye bye.